Hi there, welcome to My Career Doctor.
I am the best I can do. I am the best I can do.
Actually, I'm interested to talk to you.
I'm very happy.
I don't
I'm
have
very
change. I
poor,
don't
ma'am.
have
Please give me
change.
some money
Seriously,
for
I
it.
don't-
Oceans apart, day after day.
Those who want to be rich now, they have the very different and distinguished mindset.
If you won't be an actor, then what you will do?
Why I always compromise?
Through the darkest of days, heaven's heartbreak.
What do you do?
I'm an architect.
A teacher.
Yes.
That's good, very nice. And in future, I also want to be a teacher.
Poor people invest in liabilities, but rich people invest in assets.
में वही सामने में पीछे में ही आप बना लीजिएगा while ready. नमस्कार, मैं हूं प्रकाश सिंह आजाद और आप देख रहे हैं माय करियर डॉक्टर।
जय हिंद, जय हिंद, once again जय हिंद, जय हिंद. Thank you very much. Feeling great? Great? All right, so it's a wonderful day today because I gave a project to the Syrians and said them to prepare about Tata group of companies. It's very easy to talk about things by copying from Google, social medias and all. But it's a little different. If you watch this till end, then you will see they have prepared it. They prepared it already, and now they will talk about what is the purpose of giving such topic or project and all. Because most of the students want to be either entrepreneurs or businessmen in future. This is why I told them to prepare. This helps not to improve spoken English, but also help us to gain knowledge, to get experience, and that ultimately help us in future to grow and prosper us. So are you ready? Yes, sir. Sure.
Generally, what happens? People want to take right decision, but a great man who does not believe on taking decisions, he takes decision, then he proved them. Well, my dear friends, I am talking about Mr. Ratan Tata, a great personality, a great businessman of our nation. If you really want to be a businessman, you must have experience about your business from beneath to top. For this purpose, he worked as an employee in his own company to get experience. Similarly, now I will explain some clues, some points of Mr. Ratan Tata. Everybody knows that there are 18 plus companies under Tata and Sons, and 18 companies are Fortune 500 listed. Every company has a board meeting and a general director meetings in a year. So if we talk about every general meeting and every board meeting, then 160 days is needed for the meetings. So it is very hard to manage such 80 companies at this level. So there is a question how Mr. Ratan Tata manage all companies in a very limited time, because how he manage his traveling time, his meeting time, his personal time, his administrative time, lots of things they do in their lifetime. So it is very difficult. Once the same question is asked to the secretary of Mr. Ratan Tata named Radhaswamy, he replied, and by hearing his answer, the ground was slipping under my feet. The ultimate time management source. You can't imagine, because it is very difficult. It is very difficult to manage 80 companies. Mr. Ratan Tata takes 4 board meetings at a time. Like, if any teacher comes to the class, he teaches here English. Immediately he enters to the next class. He teaches there Sanskrit. Immediately he enters the third class. He teaches their computer. Immediately he enters the fourth class, fourth room, and he teaches their physics. It is very difficult. But Mr. Ratan Tata proved this. What happens? He took one meeting and he discussed on housing. One another meeting he discussed on computer IT sector. One another meeting he discussed on finance. So nobody can set this type of mindset at a time. The second question is asked, when and how does he manage his time? Then the secretary replies, when he come out from his home to the office and he sit in the car, he touches the files to know about the agenda of today's meeting. The secretary Radhaswamy told that I have been working with him for 35 to 40 years. He never told that we forget one agenda. This is the ultimate source and ultimate example of management. Another question is asked to Mr. Radhaswamy, who is the secretary of Mr. Ratan Tata, that Tata is a very big group. It's a very big company and lots of letters is received per day. Then he replied, yes, lots of letters received per day, and Mr. Ratan Tata has to sign at least 200 plus letters per day. Okay. Then a question is raised that how he read all the letters. The secretary replied, he has 3 to 4 secretary to read his letters. He read the letters and he underlined the important points. Okay. When Mr. Ratan Tata goes from his office to restroom, when he goes from his office to lunch room, when he goes from his office to his home, while walking, all secretary stands instantly and they told to Mr. Ratan Tata about the main points. Mr. Ratan Tata replied, and they all have sound recorder. Okay, what Mr. Ratan Tata replied, he write down, he typed the words on the letter, and the next day the letter is in the letter room. Mr. Ratan Tata has a letter room and there is a drafting machine. When he entered the another meeting, before entering he went to the letter room and he signed one letter, and by the help of drafting machine at least 18 to 20 original sign is occurred on the rest of the papers. So this is the way to manage the time, because time is the ultimate source. Everything we can gain in the life, in this universe, but we can't gain time. Another question is asked to Mr. Radhaswamy, who is the secretary of Mr. Ratan Tata, that how Mr. Ratan Tata manages his personal life. Then he replied, Mr. Ratan Tata always thinks about his company. He has always positive attitude. He always thinks about his company. How can I grow my company? How can I improve the level of my company? Once he was traveling by his Rolls-Royce car, and that time he was in Mumbai, and his car was stopped because of the red light traffic rules. He saw that there is raining outside and one couple with a small kid, they were waiting in the rain. They are trying to look for a shelter, but they are unable. Just looking this, Mr. Ratan Tata felt very sad. He think that, can I provide a car to the all Indians who are average and below the average? And because of that scene, Tata Nano's product came out in the market. It is different things that Tata Nano can't prove himself in the market, but because of the good thing, because of the social service, they tried to do at least very good. And because of their social mindset, because of their welfare mindset, he contributes at least 4% in the Indian GDP. So, okay, thank you for today. This is my point.
Success is the best revenge. Well, this is Jam Samram, and today I would like to talk about Tata Group. So firstly, I would like to talk about Tata Group, and second about the founder, and third, its business history, and last and fourth, I would like to talk about business overviews. So let's start the journey. It's established by Jamshedji Tata in 1868. Headquartered in Mumbai. Operates in more than 100 countries and 6 continents. And employs over 720k people. Tata Sons Private Limited is the principal holding company of the Tata Group. Now we talk about the founder. Jamshedji Tata was born in 3rd of March in 1839. Inspired steel and power industries in India. Let's talk about Tata, the group. Tata established 1868 textile mill in middle of the India. Now we talk about its business history. Jamshedji Tata established 1868 textile mills in Mumbai, and 1874 Jamshedji established textile mills in Mumbai with the help of 21,000 rupees. And 1904 company falls to the Jamshedji Tata elder son, Sri Dorabji Tata. 1907, Tata Iron and Steel Company is born. It's known as by Tata Steel. And then in 1929, 24 years old, Ziari Tata received the first pilot license. 1932, Tata established Tata Airlines. And 1945, establishment of Tata Engineering and locomotives company. By 2003, it is rechristened Tata Motors. And 1983, Tata Chemicals introduces Tata Salt, the country's #1 branded salt. And 2001, Tata established Tata Consumer Products Unlimited. And now we talk about business overviews, business areas. Still, automotive, tourism and travel, telecom and media, financial services. Let's, in the end, we talk about its companies. Tata's groups, famous companies, Tata Steel, Tata Power, Tata Motors, and Tata Titans, Indian Hotels, and Tata Consumer Limited. That's all about, sir.
It's very necessary to have ups and downs in life, because in ECG also, a straight line means death. Well, my name is Mohammad Nurul, and I am going to talk about Ratan Tata and his struggle. He was born in Mumbai. His father name is Naval Tata and mother name is Sonu Tata. When he was 10 years, his parents got divorced. Because of that, his grandmother brought him up. He wanted to be a good architect, so he took admission in Mumbai's college. By forgetting his name, he did all the things small and big until his graduation, and even he did dishes. Somehow he completed his study. His career started from Tata Steel Company. He had made at management. In 1971, he was entrusted a company named Nelco Company, which used to make TV and radio also. The next 3 years, he made it very productive, and the company started growing day by day. But unfortunately, it had to be closed because of some financial problems and emergency also. In 1977, there was a company named Express Mail. He was entrusted that company, which was on the verge of closed. He demanded 50 lakh rupees to stand the company to the management, but they denied it. So that was his second failure in his life, but he experienced a lot from that company. I mean to say, he saw many difficulties, failures, but he did not give up. He kept working further. In short, the winners wanted to be procrastinators, but they never got around it. In 1981, he made chairman, and after few years later, company started again growing. In 1988, he launched a car on 30 December. He struggled a lot for it, but unfortunately that was failed. This was his third failure in his life. He faced lots of difficulties, humiliation and criticism. So he decided to sell his company to Ford company. Ford company used to be a good company that time. Ratan Tata called a meeting. They were sitting in a meeting hall. All of a sudden, the chairman of Ford company, Bill Ford, said to Ratan Tata, that was very interesting. You have to listen carefully. He said, if you have no idea how to make a car, so why had you invested so much money in this way? He said further, I am doing you a favor by buying this company. After that he went, and this thing hurt him a lot. He decided to give him answer by success, not with an argue. He left no stone unturned, moved heaven and earth to launch a new Tata version company, and he got success. On the other side, Ford company was going in loss. So after that, Ratan Tata offered to him to sell the Ford company. Again, they called a meeting. Again, they were sitting in a meeting hall. And again, all of a sudden, at the moment, Will Ford said same thing. But that was interesting. That was some different to the past. He said, you are doing me a favor by buying this company. So I mean to say, if he had wanted to give him answer in his language, he could have, but he could not, but he did not, because this thing reflects his positive attitude. So in short, there is another person, there is another breed of people who always procrastinate by saying, I am getting ready. In 1 month later, they are still getting ready. Or 6 months later, they are still getting ready. They are getting ready to get ready. But they don't get ready. And they don't know they are not getting ready. They are not getting ready. They say, if I will do it when I become an expert. But they don't know they will never ever become an expert. If you want to swim, if you want to learn how to swim, so what would you do? You cannot learn to swim by reading book. What would you do? You have to get into the water. So this is all about Ratan Tata. Thank you for listening me. Good morning.
Take the stones people throw at you and use them to build a monument. It means लोग आप पर अगर पत्थर फेंकते हैं तो उसको कलेक्ट कीजिए और उसी के सहारे से अपना साम्राज्य खड़ा कीजिए. Well, my name is Dev. In front of you, I'm going to talk about the biography of Ratan Tata. Ratan Tata was born on 28th December in 1937 in Surat, Gujarat. He separated with his parents when he was 10 years old. After that, he used to live with his grandmother. Most of the time, Ratan Tata spent with her, and he completed his schooling from India. And for higher studies, he went to America. In America, he completed his studies regarding architects. Sorry? Okay. He completed his studies regarding architect. It means construction. Construction. And he came back India in 1962, and he started working in a company named Tata Steel. And then after some years, he has started working as a manager on that company. And slowly he purchased so many companies such as Tata Motors, Tata Tea, Chorus, Tata Steels, etc. And slowly he flourished his all companies rapidly day by day. And in present time, we can see how much successful Ratan Tata is. He contributes 4% GDP to the country India. It means he contributes around 50,000 crore to the government of India for tax in a year. According to this, we can't imagine that what is the monthly and yearly income of Ratan Tata. At last, I would like to highlight 2 points. Point number 1, why did Ratan Tata not get married yet? And second point is, what are the principles of Ratan Tata? At first, I would like to explain second point. What are the principles of Ratan Tata? First one is, he never back out of his promises. Second is, he does whatever he says. And third, it means last, he always value the time. It is a universal truth. If you will value the time, then time will provide you everything. And first point was, why did Ratan Tata not get married yet? When he was studying in America, at that time, he was fall in love with a girl, and that girl belongs to also America. I mean, she is an American. And that girl also used to love him. And they both decided to get married soon. And Ratan Tata's grandmother called him from India, and he said to him, I am very ill, and I think that I will not live for a long time. So please come back India immediately. And Ratan Tata said to his girlfriend, so let's go India and we will get married there. But there was a condition. There was a war which is going on between India and China in 1962. And that's the reason her parents deny to go India along with Ratan Tata. But finally, Ratan Tata came back India, and suddenly her parents got her married to someone else. And Ratan Tata promised her that I will get married with you. And that's the reason Ratan Tata did not get married yet, because he never back out of his promises. That's all from my side. Thank you so much for listening me carefully. Thanks a lot.
I don't believe in taking right decision. I take decision and then make them right. Well, my name is Vishal Kumar. Today I am going to talk about the Tata Group. So, as we all know, the Tata Group is a private company, and today we talk about the how Tata Group got started. So, in 1858, when in India, Britishers established their company in India. That time, in India, mostly people, that time in the country, cotton, yeah, you can say textile revolution started that time, and that time in a textile companies, yeah, in textile mills captured by America that time. So that time Jamshedji Tata's father Nusserwanji Tata is a trader, and Jamshedji Tata helped his father in his business. So Jamshedji Tata see the revolutionary textile revolutionary. He see the ups and downs in a revolutionary textile company, and that time he decided to open a textile mill. So in 1861, Jamshedji Tata buy a bankrupt oil, and he totally converted in a textile, in a cotton mill, and within 2 years he got profit that mills, and he sold. That was the first experience of Jamshedji Tata. There he got experience about the textile industries, and after taking a benefit, he decided to research about that, and he went to different countries, and there he know about their marketing strategy, ecosystem of their marketing. So he went in a different countries like Russia, Turkey, Egypt, so many countries, and 6 years he gave their 6 years in a research about the marketing. After getting taking the marketing knowledge all over the country, he decided to open his mill. And that time also a good thing you can say going that time, a quiz that time Suez Canal are made. That time Suez Canal were made. So this was also benefited that time to do a business, because if you want to go Asia to Europe, it will take long time, but because of Suez Canal, it will reduce the distance to businessmen, and they are very they made very easy to transport. Very easy to transport. So, and also that time railway is growing on our country. So Jamshedji Tata decided to open his mill company in Nagpur, because that time Nagpur district is you can say the cotton provide district and producer, and They are easily available to the raw material. Like also Barodra mines are available there, and also the railway route available there, and you can say also the labor easily available there. But when they started, they wanted some money, some loans, but loan provider refused, because that time mostly company opened in Bombay because of the transportation, easy transportation. But Ratan Tata, Jamshedji Tata started his business in Nagpur, and no sir, Maharashtra. So when he decided, many loan provider are refused directly, but Jamshedji Tata already researched about the marketing, and he totally knowledge about the medium, because that time railway are growing, so he got advantage of the railway. So when he started his business, there is a problem in worker management, because in Bombay mostly labor are trained because of the environment, but in Nagpur there are no environment to open industrial environment. So mostly labor they do leave always, and company regularly open in 18% labor. That time mostly company handled this situation in a very rudely, hire and fire. But Jamshedji Tata found in a unique way. He started a provident fund for the workers, and also some leave, and in a meanwhile also a sport day and a different day in a celebrate in a company. So when he implement this rule in his company, they never fail this type of issue in a labor issue. And also Jamshedji Tata mostly his money spent in a research sector, because he believed in a R&D, research and development. So in you can say after some times his business is growing very fastly, and because of his research and innovation idea, and he is counted in a very rich man in all over the country. But he never stopped his learning, because after his textile company is growing, he has that time he also went to other country and take some marketing knowledge. So during this time, the attended a lecture by British history and philosopher named Thomas Carlyle. In this lecture, Thomas Carlyle stated, "A nation that understood the value of iron would reap its weight in gold." This statement, that time people are not take in seriously, but Jamshedji Tata was very inspired this lecture, and he gave, after he is successful in his textile business, but he gave consistent untiringly 30 years more to research about the iron. And when Jamshedji he visited lots of places and take some sample of iron, and he his whole life he researched about the iron, but he didn't open, and his idea carried his brother R.D. Tata and Duroji. So we can learn from this case study. We can say we always learn the first we can learn the marketing when you start any business, and also his whole life he spent in a research and also to visit different countries and get knowledge. So market and research is the very important if you want to start any business. And always he tried to make their business in an affordable price. He don't pressurize to labor to work hard. He always believe in modern machinery, and that's why he bought a machinery from Europe, and it will take 4 months to take machinery come in India. And in this you can say we can learn from this case study. We always Jamshedji Tata always believe in welfare of society. That's why he always keep learning, and that's why.
Hello my dear friends, I am Hitesh and I would like to talk about Ratan Tata biography, motivational and success story. You should be attitude, inspiration and motivate. Our behavior is attitude and inspiration is thinking, and motivation is an action. We all know one of the most and respected industries in India. Ratan Tata is the chairman of Tata Sons and Tata Group. He is also the chairman of major companies such as Tata Steel, Tata Power, Tata Tea and Indian hostel companies. And he was born on 28 December 1937 in Mumbai in one of the richest families, and his grandfather was Jamshedji Tata. As a young boy, Ratan Tata had disturbed childhood. After his parents split, he was brought up by his grandmother named Nivji Bai in the lap of luxury at Tata Place. And in 1962 he joined the Tata Group, and his first job involving working with the Tata Steel division in Jamshedpur, where he worked with the blue collar employees, and after later he are able to the chairman of Tata Industries, and in 2000 he was honored Padma Bhushan by Government of India, and he donate lots of money like as education field, healthy and sport and so many. So I would like to talk. I hope all of you make your dreams come true. Please dream big. Sorry, I am to say if the speech is boring too, but I just want to say, big dream, don't give a break. You keep working hard, It's okay if somebody is laughing at you, but if working hard, it's somebody is pulling your leg, pulling your back down, it's okay. Not matter what nobody else says. Because if you cannot protect yourself, dream yourself, nobody can. If I hope I have been there and I have done that, I think I am the process of getting there, and I hope we all are fine, and thank you so much.
Hi everybody, good morning to all of you. Today I would like to talk about Tata Industries. Jamsetji Nushravanji Tata was established the Tata company in 1868. Jamsetji Nushravanji Tata was Indian pioneer industries who founded the Tata groups. The Tata group was founded and named the greatest philanthropist and who's established the Tata group. The Tata group was established. The Tata groups are founded as established in 1968 entrepreneurs and philanthropists. The Tata group is private trading firm, and the Tata group is a private firm. And first of all, I explain that Ratanji Tata's life. Ratanji Tata was born in 28 December 1937, Surat, India. His mother's name Sonu Tata and father's name Nawal Tata. Nawal Tata was adopted son of the Jamsetji, and the younger son of Nawal Tata, Ratanji Tata. The Tata group was founded in the private industry in Nawal Tata, and Nawal Tata and Ratan Tata was has brother Jimmy and step brothers Noel Tata, and his parents when he was 10 and his parents get separated, and he and his brothers brought up his mothers. And he started the Campion schools and finished the regiment. Lots of companies established, Nelco, Motor Cars, and Tata Steels, and others companies. One day, Jamsetji Nushravanji goes to one hotel and he lots of insulted. Then he is coming. He thought one day I am also established this type of company, and nowadays he established a company in Taj Hotel in Mumbai. The Tata company is the Tata Industries a headquarter of Mumbai.
I talk about Ratan Tata. Ratan Tata was born on 28 December 1937 in Surat, Gujarat. He is a big successful businessman in India, in all over the world. He started business. He first worked in Tata Steel company. And then after he is thinking I can businessman, but he study He went to study at Cornell University. He got BSc degree in engineers. 1962, he went to Harvard Business School for a degree of advanced management program in 1975. He joined Tata Group 1960. Then he lost of knowledge business. He started some works Tata Steel when his father.
Good morning to all. I have topic about Tata Group. That topic given by my sir.
Speak again.
So I would like to talk about Tata Group. The founder of the Tata Group, Jamsetji Tata. He was from Gujarat, Laherisarai, Gujarat, and he used to work in a export and import department. And after that, he started their own business. He bought a mill. That mill condition was very bad, and he bought that mill. And after 2 hours, he sold that mill. And by sold that mill, he got lots of money. Tata Group. The Tata Group, one of the best industry in India, also involved. Not involved, one of the best industry in India, and second big industry in Europe. And Jamsetji Tata start a trading business, and after that he start lots of business like chemical industry, and he produced one of the best salt for Indian people. That salt name is Tata salt, and he got first pilot license from the another country, and he start passenger rail and Tata have lots of company like Tata Motors, Tata Tea, Tata Sky, Tata Textile, and Tata company working right now across the 100 country and 10 continent, and right now around 7,20,000 people works in Tata Group, and the six chairman was their sixth chairman was Ratan Tata. He is a very good person, because if he wanted to become a rich man in whole world, so he he would be become a rich man in a whole world, because but he expend their money in social working department, and he expend their money approx 65% whatever he earn in 65%, and he right now he working in a good departments. He working in a Indian army, Indian army, like he wants to give some weapon for Indian army, not Indian army, Indian forces.
Everyone see the success, but no one see the struggle behind that success. So, well, I am Arjun Sarman. Today, I would like to share about Ratan Tata. It was established 1868 by Jamshedji Tata, and right now he is making Tata to software, and he is speed more than 80 countries and working to more than 2 lakh people under Tata Group. So today I want to share some fact about Tata. Do you know why did not get married Ratan Tata? Behind it, once he went to the America and some work. That time he falling love girl, his loving girl there. But in meanwhile, her mother was ill. That's why he came to India, and he is getting late. But after some time he listening, she got married, and that's why he's still not get married. And second fact that everyone get fail in life once a time, and it happened with also Ratan Tata. When he was working on project car, that he failed. That's time he think I want to sell this, and he went to America for Ford car. That time he told, if you don't know how to run, that's why you are running. And he hurt his word. This word is hurt lots, and that he came back again in India and starting working on this project. And right now is very successful. And how making a nano car. Once day Ratan Tata going with anywhere. That's he see one or two couples was sitting on a bike and her children also, but in very not adjust on bike. That's he think if now rich people are using, but middle class and poor people are not using a car. That's he think and start making nano car, but it's not become very successful in India. And I want to share another story of Jamshedji. Everyone know the love sign of Taj Mahal, but it's another story also is Jamshedji Tata. His wife was get suffering from cancer, and he's not live more in world. That's why he start from Tata Memorial Cancer. And right now he's serving 70% more people in Tata Memorial Hospital. And lastly, I want to share, so everything take times. So that's why whatever I see right now, he's doing a lot of struggle behind it. And right now he's one of the best companies, Tata Consultancy. He is serving his revenue more 70% from other companies. So that's all.
today I would like to talk about Tata Group. I know all of you know about Tata Group more than me, because I prepared, but all of you prepare a lot about Tata Group. So Tata Group is an Indian multinational company. The Tata Group was founded as a private company. He established in 1868 by entrepreneur Jamsetji Tata. Everyone know about Tata Group. He provide service they provide service every sector in India, as like airbase and airlines, hospital, education, all these things, and the Tata Group is a big company in India. Yes, sir.
We all have to learn from them. We all have to learn from their struggle. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bacha Party. It was nice. One student, he was absent for last some days, but he is today here, and I want him to come here. Whatever you know about this, or you can talk about in the last, how was the performance of these students of My Career Doctor? Please come here. And if you want to talk about anything, you can talk. You have only 2 minutes of time. Come fast.
First of all, sorry to all that I was absent for a long time. And as mentioned, as our mentor mentioned, that I have to judge how they performed. It's not right that I am I have not present myself. I have not present my words there, and I have to judge judge you all. It's not right. But you all done your best, especially my bro Kanu bro and Vishal, and I don't know James. I don't know all name. That's why I can't mention all. And all, yes, James, we have to learn. We have to learn from the struggle. We have to learn from the struggle of Ratanji Tata, Jamsetji Tata. Everyone have the same. Everyone, we all are here. Everyone, maximum of here belongs from a middle class family. Okay. And what we face now, that we born in poor family and we die in poor family. That is our problem. We have not the guts to fight from them. That is to be, that's the point we have to learn from them. I don't know. I had not the many knowledge about Jamsetji Tata. As I heard from you all, the struggle story, that was the inspirational. We have to learn from them. We don't have to speak them only. We don't have to represent them only. We all have to